Okay, I was driving by here, heading to go to a couple of stores, and this is going on at the state capitol. And just earlier I called several agencies and asked them what the fuck their problem was. And I also called the mayor's office. So something must have happened.
They want to be busy.
They said they were going to do something wrong thing. Somebody brought down, that's the problem.
What happened?
I heard Ammon Bundy's inside.
He's been inside there before, and they didn't do diddly squat.
Maybe he's got a rifle on his back, who knows.
They had people in there with guns yesterday.
Well, today's the day to get it on the news.
Well, it was on the news.
With guns?
They had guns yesterday. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I couldn't believe what went on yesterday. So maybe this, is finally a response. And look, it's all Boise police, it looks like. Oh no, there's state trooper over there, but that may be where they normally park.
Mostly city.
Oh, that car's always there, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's the mayor trying to...
I just want to go ring the bell. Can I just go ring the bell? I'm going to get shot. Why don't you go ring?
Yeah.
It's our bell. Fuck that. It's our bell.
See, if I'd have done what they did yesterday, I'd be sitting in a jail cell right now.
What did they do yesterday?
They came down. I'm surprised they didn't have torches and pitchforks, but
Torches?
yeah, I got my cell phone on if you don't want to be in there. They came down in a huge crowd, a mob, and were pushing to get into the chambers when they were told there's not enough room because of distancing. They went in there and tore up the pieces of paper on the chairs that's about distancing. The glass in a door ended up getting broken, and they tried to blame that on the troopers who were trying to keep them from coming in. And it was unbelievable. They were telling the troopers, you're doing the wrong thing, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I find there's no truth in politics.
No,
if there was
not
truth
right
in
now.
It would be somewhere in the middle. And not, to either extreme.
Well, there's no balance because the Democrats are right-wing now as well.
Yeah, there's right-wing Democrats, there's left-wing Republicans. Where's the middle?
Who are the left-wing Republicans?
Ron Paul, I would call a left-wing Republican. So
he's libertarian.
Or did he retire? No, he's not from Idaho. I was just national.
He's still making commentary.
Ron Paul, right? But Ron Paul, his policies made a hell of a lot of sense.
2 or 3 of them, and then
Ralph Nader said a lot of things that made a lot of sense too, like getting rid of a professional army and making military service a duty as a citizen.
He's still saying lots of bright things.
As a citizen, to serve in the military, like Israel, all the men have to spend 4 years in the military.
Like mandatory.
Mandatory, yeah.
Yeah, they used to do that.
But if they were to do that, the job force would be a lot stronger too, because you have a minimal amount of training.
Well, and those that didn't want to go in the military could do something else, if they didn't want.
Usually those that don't go in the military go to prison.
But I mean, that's what we could do. We could just have service to the country in some way for those that don't believe.
JFK.
Or they could work for parks. There's all kinds of stuff they could read letters to people in nursing homes. There's all kinds of things.
Social work needs to be more of a thing than police work. Because every issue that we have with autism, the mentally ill, they're not trained for that.
They're not trained for it, but they think they're experts in it.
And they don't have anybody,
and they cause a lot of harm to people.
Anybody that is schizophrenic on the police force. They don't have anybody that's autistic on the police force. Right? So wouldn't it make sense to have somebody of the same cloth to deal with those kind of problems?
Well, you don't need schizophrenic skills and schizophrenics.
You don't know that though, because
Yeah, you do.
as a schizophrenic,
you
would
do know
think
if somebody is mentally ill, you don't need another mentally ill person to put on a uniform.
Well, some people who are schizophrenic are quite brilliant and functional.
They don't bring their booze and drink to their disability.
They bring their presence and their experience.
But and the same is could be true for support for mental illness, and it is.
They need it. They need that connection. I think so.
I've been sober for 78 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, so
Except when I was in college and a few times.
a few moments, a few bad
I had
moments.
100 fraternity brothers that were my moral guide
Yeah. Wanna
at,
do it?
at Idaho State.
ISU.
Huh?
It's a good college.
I thought I was an alcoholic, but it turns out I have alcohol intolerance.
You thought you were in what?
I thought I was an alcoholic, but it turns out I have alcohol intolerance. If I have 2 drinks, I go crazy.
So that makes you sick?
Yeah, it makes me, and I'm really sick for several days after that, but I thought that must...
That's a good thing.
Well, I thought that meant that I was an alcoholic, and so I went into recovery, and people were going, "You're not an alcoholic.
God's taking care of you, so you won't
You're
hurt
not an
yourself."
alcoholic. This is too easy for you."
Maybe you had codependency issues.
Well, yeah, I did have those. Yeah.
Because behind every alcoholic, there's a trauma. Behind every trauma, there's a codependent. Wait. Behind every alcoholic, there's a codependent. Behind every codependent, there's some kind of a trauma.
Oh, yeah.
Past traumas.
I don't know of too many people that don't have some kind of codependency issue.
Pretty codependent. He was.
Yeah, I was too, but once you realize it, you work your way out of it.
Once I realized I couldn't own somebody, I couldn't buy somebody's love.
So these guys almost caused accidents trying to get here, so something must have happened. I was down on State Street. I was going, what the hell's going on?
You guys have a wonderful day.
You too. Well, I don't know what
City budget.
I don't know what time their shifts are over.
Well, they don't have this concentration of police force for 24 hours a day. This is plus up with overtime.
These are guys that were on call.
It's just an unnecessary expense to have to come here.
Well, because people have to act like junior high kids.
They have to act like one.
Junior high kids.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what they say, they're going to be against it.
Right there. What's going on?
I don't know. There's no protest. Do you know which side it was that was going to protest?
I'm sorry?
Do you know who it was that was going to protest?
Well, the people that want the governor to do something that he hasn't done yet. Part of it
Okay,
is
then I know who that is.
he had a 2-week, the COVID thing is one thing, but Black Lives Matter has been taken over by Antifa.
No, they have not.
And so they're interested more in
That's not true.
Well, it was true in Coeur d'Alene where I was 3 weeks ago, and they came and distributed a whole bunch of bricks and stuff.
Yeah, that happened all over the country, and that's just bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not true.
So the citizens of the community took the bricks all away, so that when they came in the next day, the bricks were in all the alleys.
Yeah, that's probably similar to the guns that would just be left in Chicago. Somebody wanted to cause violence, and they had their own agenda.
Do you guys happen to know why there's so many cops out?
What's that?
Do you guys happen to know why there's so many cops out?
No, somebody's saying that there was a protest, but there's obviously no protest here.
Well, who knows? Thank you so much.
Nice pour.
Thank you.
Well, I guess. What time is it? Well, whatever it is, it's probably all been inside the building. I don't see news media. Maybe they're parked on the other side. Well, I'm glad that they at least, whatever's going on in there, had some law enforcement show up instead of allowing what went on yesterday. But maybe something happened. Something must have happened, because I was down on State Street and cops were flying by like mad, almost causing accidents. And I don't see them in the cars, so they must be in there. Ooh, we're gonna have a thunderstorm. Oh, there's news media. You're not going to tell me what's going on, are you?
I don't really know a whole lot, honestly.
I was down on State Street and a whole bunch of police cars came flying by, nearly causing accidents. So I thought, my God, what's going on?
We have this special legislation going on, and we had a group of protesters.
Yeah, I have some special names for them myself.
What's that?
I have some special names for them.
Yeah.
After what went on yesterday, especially.
They were inside and things got out of hand, and ISP called for help, and that's why we're here. Other than that,
So they did the same crap again today.
I honestly don't know, man.
God. I was really pissed.
We got called about 3:30 to come down and help, and I've just been out here.
I was really pissed off yesterday, because if I'd done what they did, I'd be sitting in a jail cell. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm really impressed. You know? And it's all Boise, right?
So ISP
had their own guys inside.
Oh, there's 3 of their cars there.
They have more guys inside. These guys showed up. They were working the street, and they showed up and they asked for more people. And then all of us responded.
I called all the agencies and told them what I thought today, and the mayor's office, and the governor's office. Because I've been telling them for a long time. These people have been harassing me for years. And I know that there's Boise police officers that are aligned with them, and they also harassed me.
With who?
Well, I call them Trump tards.
Call them what?
Trump tards, the army of weaponized morons, idiots with flags.
This is the Freedom Foundation group, the Bundy group.
Yeah.
That's who's here.
They're Trump tards. Yeah. And they think they have all these rights, but nobody else has them. And if you try to exercise your rights, they're going to block you. Well, whatever happened, it's inside and it's probably over.
Yeah, I've seen some legislators kind of slowly coming out, so...
Well, hopefully they've got them all in handcuffs laying on the ground or something.
I just hope it ends soon.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very happy to see that the police came today. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too. Okay, I've been here a while, and let's see, I've been here almost 17 minutes and I can only park 20 minutes without getting a ticket. Okay. I don't really get much of anything, but I'll get a little farther away so that I can get. Okay. I guess that's enough.